Good morning, students. Today I will tell you about the coastal plains and the island groups of India. There are two coastal plains, Eastern Coastal Plain and Western Coastal Plains. First of all, Eastern Coastal Plain. The coastal plains which lie between the Eastern Ghat, this is Eastern Ghat. The coastal plains which lie between Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal, they are known as Eastern Coastal Plains. And the coastal plains which lie between Western Ghat, this is Western Ghat, and Arabian Sea, they are known as Western Coastal Plains. The coastal plains lying between Eastern Ghat and Bay of Bengal are Eastern Coastal Plains, and the coastal plains lying between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea are known as Western Coastal Plains. These plains, as you can see, are wider in comparison of Western Coastal Plains. The width of Eastern Coastal Plains varies from 80 to 100 kilometer. How much? 80 to 100 kilometer. What is the width of Eastern Coastal Plains? 80 to 100 kilometer, while the width of Western Coastal Plains is just 50 to 65 kilometer. 50 to 65 kilometer. The northern part of Eastern Coastal Plain is known as Northern Sircar. The northern part of the Eastern Coastal Plain is known as Northern Sircar, while the southern part is known as Coromandel Coast. Coromandel Coast. The Eastern Coastal Plains, they are divided into three parts. The northern part of Western Coastal Plain known as Konkan Coast. The middle part, that is known as Kannada Coast, and the southern part is known as Malabar Coast. Eastern Coastal Plains are fertile in comparison of the Western Coastal Plains. The large rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, who pass into Bay of Bengal, they make deltas in this part, but the small rivers flowing in this area don't make deltas. The Eastern Coastal Plains are made up of fine alluvial soil, while the Western Coastal Plains are made up of grained soil. So these are the differences: Eastern Coastal Plains and Western Coastal Plains. Eastern Coastal Plains. Eastern Coastal Plains lie between the Eastern Ghat and the Bay of Bengal. Their width varies from 80 to 100 kilometer. These are very fertile because of the presence of deltas. Many rivers flow into Bay of Bengal, like here is Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. Due to presence of so many rivers, there are large deltas. That's why this area has rich alluvial soil. The north part of Eastern Coastal Plains is known as Northern Sircar, while the southern part is known as Coromandel Coast. And Western Coastal Plains lie between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. The northern part is known as Konkan Coast, middle part Kannada Coast, and the southern part is known as Malabar Coast. The width of Western Coastal Plains is 50 to 65 kilometer. These coastal plains are not as fertile as the eastern coastal plains. Eastern coastal plains are made up of fine alluvial, while these plains are made up of coarse-grained soil. Eastern coastal plains receive less rainfall, while the western coastal plains receive maximum rainfall. Now I'll tell you about the island groups. Two island groups are there, This is Andaman and Nicobar Island, and this is Lakshadweep. First of all, I'll tell you about Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep Islands consist 36 islands. They cover area of 32 square kilometer. How many total islands are there? Total islands in Lakshadweep group are 36. How much area is covered by them? 32 square kilometer. And out of these 36, only 10 are inhabited. Means where people live. Out of 36 islands, in how many islands people live? Only on 10. And its capital is Kavarati. The capital of Lakshadweep is Kavarati. Earlier, this island group was known by a different name like Laccadive, Minicoy, Amindive. But in 1973, all these were renamed as Lakshadweep. Kavarati Island is the administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep. This island group has great diversity of flora and fauna. Flora, plant life of any particular area, is flora, and fauna, the animal life of any particular area, is known as fauna. The Pitti Island, which is uninhabited, is a bird sanctuary. Which island? Pitti Island is has a bird sanctuary. This island is made up of coral polyps, corals. What do you mean by corals? Corals are the very small sea organisms which live in shallow water. They flourish in mud-free and warm waters. They secrete calcium carbonate. The coral secretion and their skeletons form coral deposit. These islands are made up of very small sea organisms which we can't see with our eyes directly. These sea organisms are known as corals. From their skeleton and secretion, over a long period of time, these rocks were formed and now known as Lakshadweep. Yes, Lakshadweep Islands is a group of 36 islands. This island covers area of 32 square kilometer. Out of 36 islands, only 10 are inhabited, and its administrative headquarters, capital, is Kavarati. Pitti Island, which is uninhabited, has a bird sanctuary, and this is made up of corals. Corals are the very small sea organisms. These islands are made up from the secretion and skeleton of their bodies. Next, Andaman and Nicobar Island. Andaman and Nicobar Island lies in Bay of Bengal. There are total 572 islands, and these island group cover area of 8,249 square kilometer. Out of 572, only 38 islands are inhabited. How many islands are inhabited? Only 38. India's only one active volcano, Barren Island, is also located in Andaman and Nicobar Island. India's only one active volcano is found on Barren Island, which is in Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. These island groups are of great strategic importance for the country. Strategic means related to war. There is also great diversity of flora and fauna. These islands lie close to equator and experience equatorial climate and has thick forest cover. Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie in Bay of Bengal. This water body is Bay of Bengal. They are total 572 and scattered over an area of 8,249 square kilometer. Out of 572, only 38 are inhabited. And India's only one active volcano is found on Barren Island. India's southernmost point, Indira Point, the southernmost point of Indian Union, Indira Point, also lies in Andaman and Nicobar Island. This island was submerged in the tsunami of 2004. That's all about the islands of India. Students, you learned about all physical features of India. This part, the Himalayas. The mountains are major source of water and forest wealth. After learning about all the physical features, now we understood that all these regions are complementary to each other and makes the country richer in natural resources. The first one, the northern mountains. They are the source of perennial rivers. After, the northern plains. Northern plains are the granaries of the country. They provide the base for early civilizations. Next, there is plateau. Plateau storehouse of minerals, a variety of minerals like coal, iron, manganese, zinc. All these are found in plateau. And these minerals are very important for the development of industries in our country. These are the coastal regions, eastern coastal and western coastal regions, and island groups. The coastal regions and island groups provide sites for fishing and port activities. Thus, the diverse physical features of the land have immense future possibilities of development. That's all about this chapter. Hopefully, you understood. Thank you.